Ordinarily, I was not supposed to speak at all for this program because I am the beneficiary of all that you have said. But because the representative of the Chief of Army Staff also delegated me to stand in, I will have to round up. No summary. I will just round off and close the chapter on behalf of the Chief of Army Staff. But before that, very quickly, on certain things that were asked. You have advised us very well here. And I make bold to tell you that with each of these programs, we have been improving. This has been a significant improvement on what we had in Maiduguri in January. I really appreciate that because it was really a vibrant discussion segment, which was a departure from our traditional way of saying you have 5 minutes, give your thoughts, share your experience. But the way Suleiman anchored this, I think we have to, we have to adjust also to go in line with the method of Suleiman. So on the issue of how we disseminate information, I told you that we have programs on FRCN and Armed Forces Radio. Everything that was done in that week is summarized in those programs about the activities of Nigerian Army. Maybe you have not been listening to radio. We don't listen to radio these days. Maybe some of these TV channels will give us 30 minutes on their TV channel so that when we come, the whole Nigeria will see our faces. It will appear that only my brothers, the Fulanis, carry radio now. We have thrown radios away, but you get some of the best news from radio. So listen to radio. And those programs in Hausa, Bagagarere Sebarere, by Hajia Amina Mohammed of Radio Nigeria. Then there is the Igbo version and Yoruba version. And we also included Fulfulde and Kanuri languages. So you can see what we have. Maybe the next time it will be Torok language we will include. Now, release of information by military personnel, especially those in operations. For those of you in the media, if we give you that information, you cannot publish or release it without your editor vetting it. True or false? True. So why do you want a raw information that has not also been vetted to be given to you? When things happen at the front lines, the company commander there, his concern is not to release this information to public. It's the lives of the people with him and the equipment entrusted into his hand for that operation. So after every engagement, he has to count his men, make assessment of his equipment to know how many dead, how many wounded, how many equipment lost, what type of equipment, and he sent it to his battalion commander. So before that goes to the Army Public Relations to release to members of the public. But because in our contemporary Nigeria, every person that holds Android phone is a potential journalist. True or false? True. To the extent that if there is any accident, instead of helping the needed, people are busy recording somebody dying to put on social media. Very sad. We have to change the way we think. The first thing first, attend to the sick and wounded. If you stabilize them, then you can now do those ones. But some, we don't do that one. And yes, sports. The Army still participates actively in sporting activities. Our football team, Green Beret, they just came third in one of the state football competitions. Last week in Lagos, Barak Pikin Marathon in Lagos was held for Barak children, Barak Pikin, sponsored by Army, Chief of Army Staff through this department. I released the money to them. We also have volleyball team, both male and female, for Nigerian Army. So we are participating seriously in sports, including golf. We have golf courses. IBB golf course in Minna is in the barracks. Tukur Yusuf Protect golf course is in Abuja. All these Army participate in them. Yes. Engaging celebrities, access to information, Tombola nights, membership of officers' mates. We do all this. That gentleman there, Dr. Sinistan, is a civilian, my childhood friend. We finished primary school together, and until today we are friends. He always introduced me as the person that put the wedding ring on his hand. He is the chairman, honorary members, Association of National Defense College Officers Base Abuja. Very strong association. So, and it is open to very, very senior officers in the civil service to come and join us. And we share this kind of information together as well. Somebody talked about Air Force, the wings, that they are film. Well, the Army started producing that film before Air Force did want to release it. When we were editing our own, we observe certain, because if you are doing a film, there are certain professional languages, there are certain professional ethics that if you are not in tune with it, you may represent this association, just like a gentleman said. That film was anchored by Actors Guild of Nigeria. Who knows Stephen Ebo? He's the one anchoring that film, Hierarchy of Evil. Very fantastic film. It's going to be released very soon. It was carried back to the studio in the UK, and he's back with it. And he has told me just 3 or 4 days ago that they're ready for unveiling the film. So you will see so many that we are doing. Documentaries are there. You see, the Nigerian Army is a brand. Nigerian Army is a brand. Why is it a brand? Even among the armed forces. If somebody wants to impersonate, he will impersonate our uniform. The way we dress, others follow. Our ranks were here. We brought it here. Even other security agencies brought their ranks here. So therefore, the Army is a brand. Bandits, when they want to go and attack, they will not use Air Force, Navy, they will use Army uniform. And when you see them, you say Army boys, Army boys. It's not true. They are criminals that are impersonating our uniform. And because of that, I released a documentary on impersonation last year, this department. Whether it was channels, I think that aired it. Now, very important something was brought up about the role of the media, and the Watergate scandal was cited. Honestly, if you want to know more about that and the role of the media, there is a book called Eye to Witness, The Essence of Leadership, Nixon to Clinton, by, I think, David Georgian. He served 4 presidents of the United States. So when the Watergate scandal occurred, he was still the spokesperson for the president. And he sat down all his experiences in that book. Media plays very, very important role in leadership, development, whatever you talk about, security. If the media cannot bring it to your doorstep, unfortunately you will not get. So that is why it is necessary for us to partner with the media so that we can do our constitutional role very, very well. Having said that, let me now, on behalf of the Chief of Army Staff, my department, and of course the entire officers and men of the Nigerian Army, sincerely appreciate all of you for finding time to come and attend this program on the plateau. Some of you came from Lagos, from various places in Nigeria to honor us. As you honor us, so shall God honor you. please join us as we chart a course for ensuring normalcy, bringing lasting peace to our dear country, where people go about their normal businesses, socio-economic activities will thrive, and that will bolster economic development. That is what it is expected. On the issue of maybe, what will I use? Respecting military personnel. Military personnel cannot go and tell our civil society that please respect us. No. It's what we do. If you are happy with it, that respect comes. That's why I say it's reciprocal. He cited example that in other climes, military personnel don't do this, military personnel get rebate. Even in supermarkets, you get rebate as a military personnel. You go to train station, you have rebate. You go to airlines, you have rebate. But let me tell you a story. There was a defense retreat in Asaba. I think it was last year, around first quarter. And I was there. We went by, I think, which airline was that? Air Peace, I think. So Air Peace has started, honoring the military. Before they board, they will tell you if they are military personnel, let them confess. So I was sitting down, I stood up to go. One major jumped up, said, "For what? I have been here since morning." And they just came and said, did I not pay? How much did they pay? You see, but he was talking from point of ignorance. So there was no need to talk to him. Yep. If the person you are talking to cannot comprehend what you are saying, and if you have an avenue to talk to him, draw him to the side and let him see reason of his ignorance. So on this note, once again, thank you very much. And